Test, test. Hello, everybody. All right. Boom. Welcome to the crochet couch. Today, oh my gosh, I still have that other screen on from last time. Let me. Boom. Hi. Welcome to the crochet couch. Today, oh my gosh, I still have that other screen. Boop. Oops, wrong one. Dang it. I am bad at this. I need better labels. Okay. Hello. And now my internet is all being weird. Okay. So welcome. Hello. First things first. I got stuff in the mail. Okay. So welcome. First things first. Why can I still hear my stuff in the mail? I didn't mute myself. I paused it. It says it's from the Mount Bethel Post Office. But it also looks like there's a label underneath it that got screwed up. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. And I'm very, very excited. Might not sound like I'm excited, but I'm trying to like keep it a little down. Sorry, just checking one last thing here. And we will be working on Sleepy Bird today. So, unboxing, well, enveloping. Alright. Okay. It is my order from stickerapp.com. I got some cute little Hyperion stickers. These are for giveaways, guys. Little Hyperion stickers. We are grateful to be printing your stickers. If you love stickers as much as we do, please give them a shout. Thanks at StickerApp. Send help. Little hands that look like they're praying. It says send help. Printing stickers. Can you shout us out, please? Alright. So, these are, I think, the 2" by 1" stickers. They're very shiny. And it's my little tatty kitty. Little tatty kitty. Thank you for the host, Raptor Kai. Let's see if I can get this not so... Still very shiny, still not super bright. There we go. Like, that's the color there if I put it that far back. So, has my little kitty, has my Twitch name. Looks a little strange. You can see some of the print lines in it. I might want to clean that up before I make another order. But it's cute. A little smaller than I was expecting. However, they are stickers and they are mine. I think this was an order of 20 or 30. So, I also got a sample pack of stickers. Oh, they gave me thank you stickers. So stickeract.com plus their weird little hand thing. Got those. And then I got their sample pack, which gives me a little bit of each of their other options. Unfortunately, you have to pay for these. It's like a $2 package, to sample their different types. And it actually tells you on each one, thankfully. This is your heavy-duty one, which is actually really thick. I think it's also approved for outdoor use. Hologram, hollow. It's got different colors and all that. Their brushed alloy one. It actually has a completely different texture to it too. Let's see, sateen matte. This actually might be the one I go with next. I like the way this feels. You can see it's not so shiny. Yeah. Glossy coated. I think the ones I have are just... Yeah, I think the ones I got are the glossy coated ones. I'm usually not a fan of gloss. Mirror sticker, which is, it looks similar to the brushed alloy, but it's not. Craft paper version. So it does feel like, you know, paper bag. Sandy high tack. This is kind of strange feeling. It has a, I don't know, it's a weird texture. It like makes it feel like it's grippy. I need to put my headphones on a different way. Transparent stickers. So that's a little self-explanatory. When you put it on, you'll be able to see what's behind it. And then full color removable. Also removable stickers, but also full color. So I think the next one the next type would be the sateen matte. Craft paper is kind of interesting. The sandy high tack is just weird. So those are other options. The sample pack. Go ahead and fit this up. My hair's getting a little too long. Alright, so that is the unboxing. I'm very happy with that. So it's a pretty good quality. Depending on what I do next, I will be handing them out. Hey Raptor, it's going great. I got that new order in. I'm pretty happy about it. And although I might make them bigger next time, because right now they're like this big. I might go another size up. And I need to clean up the image. I need to take a look at it again. Excuse me, and find out what's causing that line, because I thought it was fine. It is not fine. What are you doing tonight? Come on over here and work on the Pocoyo character. Sleepy Bird. So Sleepy Bird, I tried to do it myself, and then I was like, okay, no, I can't remember how to make an, cone-shaped 3D object. So I decided to get a pattern. Actually, I should put one of my own stickers on here. Yeah, that might be it. And then so I had to go get a pattern for it. I altered the pattern, which I shouldn't have. I should have just followed it straight. So tonight we're going to finish the way I altered it, and then I'm going to go ahead and do it the way it's written. So I'll have a couple different ones, and then I'll stuff and finish whatever one I feel looks most appropriate. And this one's pretty close, to be honest, but not as close as I'd like. More single crochet rounds there, and back loop, so I completed that one. So single crochet decrease, single crochet in the next 2 stitches is where I'm at. Stickers are here. Working on this project, so yeah, I'll have a few examples or a few of these little greenish, these teal ball things by the time I'm done tonight, and then I'll have an idea as to which one I will be using for my final version. My goal is to complete these tonight and have them ready to give to the client tomorrow. Seeing it says client client is my coworker. I will be seeing her tomorrow. One, two, decrease. One, this is number 2, decrease. So how's everyone else doing today? What are y'all up to? We got 1, 2, oh, that's 1, sorry, and 2, and decrease. And here's 1. And here's 2. And decrease. And 1. And 2. And decrease. What did you guys do, if anything, for the holiday weekend? I went down to Orange County to visit some family friends. Actually before that, we went yesterday. Our celebration stuff was all yesterday. So we went out for dim sum first and for lunch. Wow, I definitely cut myself. I probably did that while making the salad. So we went to dim sum in the morning. And from there we went straight down to Orange County. Meet up with some family friends. And have food there. We brought all the salad ingredients. I cut myself. It's not a very deep cut. It's just when I catch it at the right angle, like it looks bad, but it's not. Because I can barely see it. Actually, it is sort of strange. It looks deep-ish. Like I can actually spread the skin apart. So it was definitely a sharp knife I was using. Alright, so that's a decrease. And 2 single crochets. Crochet 1. Crochet 2. And decrease. And so here's my addition to the pattern is I'm going to do a row of single crochets on this. This is extra. I probably actually should not add these rows of single crochets because at this point I'm just making it like a little beret almost. So it's tiny. I'm wondering if I should maybe go up a hook size to make it just a little bigger, follow the same pattern here. I'll try that next round. I don't really want to go up a hook size because I don't want the holes in between. But I do want it bigger. It's hard to make it bigger with this thin of yarn. So I'm not so sure how to get the size without the bulk. Well, without the holes, I should say. But yeah, now that I'm on the bottom portion, I don't think I'm going to finish the bottom piece. If I need to, I'll go back. But I have a feeling this is not going to be the one we use for a final. I mean, it might be, but it's just not tall enough for the bird. Yeah, I won't be able to put a face on it. So I'll go ahead and cut this, and we'll start over again, and that way I'll have a couple different options. And a nice long tail here. I am going to take the stitch marker. No, I have other stitch markers. I'll go ahead and put the stitch marker here. Hold the stitch in so it doesn't come undone. And grab the... We'll just start all over again. Now, I must follow the instructions. That's the hard part for me, following the instructions as they are written and not making extra changes. Although I did make some suggestions on changes somewhere around. No, I just need to follow the instructions. I might add some single crochet rows in here to make them taller, but we'll see. We'll follow the instructions first. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is 6 inside a magic ring. I think I screwed that up already. stitch. 1 and 2 and 3. I feel like it's a little sloppy at the start. And 4. That's so small. And 5. You're on camera. Well, actually, if you take 2 steps over this way, you'll be on camera. See? See here? And you'll show up there, and if you... Well, yeah, because there's a delay. Alright. Yes, there's a delay. Have a great night. So you guys got a special visit from my Candace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the last one. Candace is actually the one I went out with last Friday. 6. Okay. I'll go ahead and slip stitch this together. So tiny. Ugh. And this, like, I tried not to make it tight, but it's tight. Slip this. Well, first of all, I gotta get the damn hook on it. Okay. So 1, there we go. And now it's 2 stitches in each round. Hooray, 2 stitches each. Why is that not? Uh-oh. What did I do wrong? Gosh darn it. No, I only wanted 1 slip stitch. Stop making all the other stitches slips. 1. Man, this one just wants to be difficult. The first one wasn't this bad. 2. Jeez. Jingles is also making me dinner. We started dinner a little late, so I was like, it's 7. I said I was going to stream, so I got to start stream. And then I was like, but dinner will be ready soon. And he's like, I'll bring you a plate. And I was like, thank you. Alright, so 1. Actually, I need a stitch marker. Hiding all at the bottom here. Hello, Nick. How's it going? We are working on trying to make that little bluish bird up in the corner there. His name is Sleepy Bird. He is from a show called Pocoyo. Thank you. And this is a commission from my coworker because her 3-year-old son absolutely loves Pocoyo, and Sleepy Bird is his favorite character in Pocoyo. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess this is 12 here. That doesn't seem quite right, but we'll go ahead and trust it. What are you up to, Nick? 99088. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that is 12. And it's in. And single crochet, so I get 12 singles. Actually, this looks a little weird. This looks extremely weird. This should not look like this. Did I somehow do the thing where I went backwards on itself? I may have done that. Oh no, that was about right. Just one of these stitches is just very bad. Go back to the bad stitch and make it look less bad. Alright, so 1. Good move. Moving out to California in July or August. Concord. Alright. Congratulations. Sounds like it's moving for a good reason. Finally got your car fixed. Yeah. Depending on, see, I don't know where Concord is. but cars are very useful in California. While the cities have good, like, transportation inside of them, like the bigger cities, it's hard to get from some of the suburbs to the city, so it's good to have a vehicle. Alright, so now we are at 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 stitches in there. Alright, I must have missed it, so I'll have to make it up later on. 6, 7. So is it a job that's moving you out here, or family, or... 9. 10, 11. And 12. Okay, this should be right here. We're actually going to slip into this last one because it doesn't seem to be matching up, but we definitely need all those to be matching up. Stitch marker time. A suburb of San Francisco. Your dad's moving out there sometime in June, so he'll be following once to get settled because job opportunities are much better out there. Yeah, there's some really good ones. I mean, that's a great place if you're a coder. If you do any sort of like IT technical stuff, that's really good. And single crochet all the way around here. Ooh, that was a bad catch, bad yarn. Wow, why did you do that twice? Shame on you. I don't know how I'm losing it through the stitch. That's really weird. Okay, so 1. It's very awkward today. 1. Jeez. 2, 3. You code and customer service, yeah. That's. I mean, that'll be a good start out there. I haven't spent any time up in San Francisco. I was up north picking up my spinning wheel, and I kind of made a trip out of it with my friend, and we went and climbed, well, I shouldn't say we climbed the mountain, but it's like, there's a hiking trail and a parking lot that's up near the top of Mount Diablo, and you can see the bridge from there, which was really cool. You can see San Francisco from there, but we didn't actually drive to San Francisco. We kind of drove around it to get to where we were going. Start in customer service, build up a portfolio, then move to a coding job. I mean, you can even start that now. I would highly recommend starting a portfolio now. You know, make some sort of browser-based game or something. They will ask for examples. I have a friend who's very involved. He gets paid really well for what he does. Well, no, he gets paid about average for what he does. But what he does is very profitable. He works with databases. And he said he'll go into interviews. And he's in San Jose, so he's right up there in Silicon Valley area. And he's like, yeah, in an interview up in San Francisco, you know, they ask, how many works have you published? And he's like, well, I have 2 books that are on Amazon right now, you know, dealing with X, Y, or Z in my field. And they're like, oh, only 2? And he's like, and then I come down to LA and people find out that I'm published, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Can you come talk at our conference? So he says it's a completely different world as far as you know, what's expected and what is, even if it's just LA to San Francisco. So I'm going to move my mic for a second here, and I'm gonna eat. This is my dessert. We got dinner started a little late, but I wanted to start stream on time. Everything I've ever So I'm reading this pattern here, and one of the notes is use a bobby pin as a stitch marker to mark your rounds. And I'm like, why don't I just use a stitch marker as a stitch marker to mark my rounds? Why does it have to be a bobby pin? That sounds really cool. So when you say a blacksmith VR, is it like taking the Minecraft experience and then turning it into a porting it in some way to a VR platform? Is that what you're going for? Now, actually, I have also a question about Minecraft mods. So, sorry for the blowing into it, mic. Now, do you just do coding within Minecraft, like with Python, or do you actually create mods that'll interact with the Java? And what kind of VR platform are you looking at doing? Are you looking at doing something for the Vive or for Oculus or something else? Yeah, excellent. Anything with controllers. I mean, the Oculus uses the Xbox controller. But I suppose, yeah, you're not like bending down and picking up and use it. And I know they're coming out with those, maybe they have already, the half moon things. But yeah, I think the Vive is a little more, or I guess I don't know much about Oculus development, but the Vive seems a bit more friendly. Because it seemed when Oculus first came out, they were trying to get devs to, like sign a contract to be exclusive to Oculus only and not also do stuff for the Vive. But I think that also scared, they're still making people trying to sign contracts that like, hey, this is going to be an Oculus only. Oh, okay, money up front to be exclusive. So, You just have full motion so you can move the hammer and cut the way you want. Okay. So it looks like the Xbox controller won't work, but maybe the Half Moons would. But yeah, the Vive would already have, you know, first iteration of their software has those, you know, the cord-free controllers. Well, not cord-free, but like individual hand controllers is what I mean, one in each hand to do whatever you need to do with them. He wants to work on the Vive is what he's saying. Do you have a Vive to work on? Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. He has access to a friend's Vive. That's super cool. We have a Vive here. I don't think I mentioned that, sorry. So, like, Jingles did a lot of research before he bought his VR system, and he settled on the Vive, and we following. Yeah. He also spent some time programming, and he works in the VR industry, so your comments about how the smooth cutting and the texture mapping, he would definitely know how difficult that is. There's one game we played, it's called Vanishing Realms, and I think that was also done by a single individual. Okay, yeah. There's a bunch of pre-generated skins though. Yeah, he said he's using... Set it up. I think he said he's using Unreal. Yeah, he's using Unreal. Okay. Okay, so he's saying that there are art packages that exist already. You probably have to purchase it, but it would probably be less time consuming than making it all yourself.
Undefeated.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the color warping and mapping. Jingles, and I told him to get into channel and start typing this stuff out because he could get that across a lot, his experiences, whatever, across a lot faster than me just talking to both of you at the same time. But there was the one game, what's the one where you're swinging through the trees? I thought the color and shading. Wild Winds, yeah. Something along those lines. It was actually very one, it was difficult to play, and two, it was very rough. I'm not quite sure why it got such the hype it did. Because you were Spider-Man. But he's talking about the texture mapping and stuff, and getting it down. I don't know what else to say about this. Like, I don't know how to texture map at all. He's talking about problems that he'll run into. I'm calm. Stepped outside of my conversation zone.
Tuesday night like a Friday. Walks that in a club. She don't really know 6-inch heels and attention. She might want the world, but she might need an intervention. Hey, I ain't really trying to judge you.
Well, it would also help conversation in my channel run smoothly.
Now show 'em how to break the rules. So put on a little perfume. Tell your girls you're wrong.
Still working on the Ubuntu thing.
Don't forget about your new shoes. You know the ones that
If he wasn't fighting with Ubuntu on his laptop, I'd probably ask him to get in for a third time. Alright, I'm about halfway done with the food. I'll be done soon. I should maybe change this to social eating, but or did Twitch take that away? Social eating is a activity.
don't let them think you're needy.
I didn't hear what you said.
Don't fuck first night, ideally, no. Look at her go. Almost done crossing off your checklist. Pulling up slow. Presidential suite out in Vegas. Oh, I ain't really trying to judge you. Yeah. Low key, girl, I'm cheering for you. Now show 'em how to break the rules.
Butter bread jelly. Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm taking a little break from the crochet and having some dinner. What are you up to? I mean, I could try doing it creatively. But quick break.
You don't want a lifeline, no. You just want a white line.
It's 3:45 a.m. What do you think I'm doing? Well, looks like you're jumping around on Twitch just to see what you can see and what might be interesting. Eating caked and cooked corn with butter. Corn and butter sounds great. And cake.
So gonna show me why you're the queen of the nightlife. Oh, you're my
The don't be a jerk bit, that's like the default rule that Twitch sets up. I'll probably have to make a procedural text mapping piece of code to remap the route. I ensure no issues. If I do it right, I can even make it so you can do Damascus patterns. Well, it's the first time Jingles38 has spoken in this channel, so he saw those rules that say number 1, don't be a jerk. So what is it you do? I make I make crochet items, whether they're little ones or not. And right now, this little bird picture I have up here, that's my current thing I'm trying to make. So I have a version here. It's not as big as I wanted it to be. So I'm working on a different pattern to make a second version. And then I will compare them and use the one I think is better. So this is what I was doing before dinner came along. I'm starting on the second one, and hopefully the little Hershey's Kiss pattern I found will look more like the bird than this guy, which is sort of like a monstrosity that I took the Hershey Kiss pattern and thought I knew better. Yeah, trying. Because there isn't really a pattern for the bird. There's not one in English. What am I eating? It is scallop potatoes from Hamburger Helper. The Hamburger Helper brand scallop potatoes. So we got hamburger with the sauce and the little round, thinly sliced potatoes. Alright, so I think I'm on round 4 now. I do 2 stitches, and then in 1 stitch, and then 2 stitches in their own stitches. You're a man, by the way. Well, hello, Mr. Bread Butter Jelly. So 3:45 a.m. That puts you 8 hours ahead of me. Which means you're probably... Are you in the UK? BJD. BBJ. Yep, UK. Alright. So what has you awake at 3:45 in the morning? Just inability to sleep and all? Alright, so this is 2 stitches in. And then 2 stitches on their own stitches. Alright, we're at the point now where I can get this little tail out of the way. He is becoming obnoxious. And then the next one is single crochet all the way around. I like that kind of stitch. I like that instruction. It's simple. Trying to fix my sleeping schedule, so I woke up like 5 hours ago. Are you moving from one night shift to day shift or vice versa? Or were you already into some wacky schedule and decided to get back to a... Hello, Butter Jelly. Welcome. It tells me to welcome you, even though we've already been chatting for like a couple minutes. For 18 more hours. Oh my goodness. Did you like just come back from India or something? You're a gamer and you missed 4 weeks of school. For now, Overwatch. Alright, Nick. Well, you enjoy your Overwatch time. May the loot boxes ever be in your favor. So what kind of gaming do you do, Bread Butter? Kevin's probably below 50% now. Lucio main and you haven't gotten anything for him? Dude! How many what? Let's see, I have 1 skin for Lucio. Oh wait, no, I think I have 2. I have 2 different ones. I have a Christmas one from last year, and I have like a green one, and I have a bunch of sprays. But I don't... Yeah, I don't really keep track of the items and stuff that I get for my characters. Minecraft, robotics, RuneScape, you know, the good stuff. The good stuff. Level 20 now, time to get into it. Oh, okay, you're still a youngin'. Good night for now. Alright, Nick. Alright, so single crocheted and everything. So 2 stitches. And then 3. And 3 in their own. Alright. That's early. Been playing for over a year and I'm only 240. More calm. Alright. Alright, then 3 singles. 1, 2, and 3. 2 here. This is very, very thin yarn, and I keep dropping it, and I keep stabbing it in the wrong places. Yep, I'll just stop it and do it right. Thanks. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to heat that up and eat more of it later. I only did 1 section of single crochet. I was supposed to do 2. Alright. I need to go back like 2 rows, guys. Screwed this up. I'm reading the wrong lines. So there's 1 row. This is my row of single crochets. And then this would be the row of 2 and then 2. And it's not supposed to be 2 and 2, it's supposed to be 2 and then 1. Alright, back to the beginning, guys. So 2 in this stitch. Gotta place that stitch marker again. Alright. Alright, so then 1 stitch, and then 2. How do I know who's in the chat? I don't know if it's on your option. If you hit got it, you might get more options there. Actually no, right underneath the chat box, you see there's a cog and 3 lines. Hit the 3 lines, and that'll list who's currently in the room. So, according to my other tool, it says there's about 4 people in here, but it's always really slow to update. One of them could be my bots too. Which one? How many bots do I have in here? Yeah. I only have 2 of them. I'm missing one. That's not good. No. These are the bots. I'm missing Streamlabs. Actually, I don't think Streamlabs is actually a bot, but let me go ahead and check and send it on over. Moobot. Yeah, Log Viewer actually keeps my logs. But I don't know if Streamlabs shows up as a viewer or not. I think they just run stuff in the background for me. And then I have to go back to the screen. But yeah, in order to get all the features you want, you actually have to use a couple different bots. They don't, Streamlabs is a bitch. Yeah, Streamlabs is a little... I would like to consolidate and use just one Streamlabs or StreamElements, but because they both do different things, I have to keep both of them. So, oh well. It's just a little extra maintenance on my side. Alright, so we finished that. So next thing, single crochet round. Hooray for single crochet rounds, because they're just easy. So you sell that shit you make? Sometimes. This one actually was a commission. I was specially requested to do the weird little bird hanging out up there. Yes, this little bird. So this was a special request. She did pay me ahead of time, and she provided the yarn. So. But I haven't sold much stuff like after the fact. I charged her $15. And I gave her a lower price, because she's my coworker. I was kind of thinking about doing this for her kid for free anyway, but she really, really wanted it. Like, had I thought about doing it on my own, it would have been much lower down on my priority list, because I'm still working on Christmas gifts. Like, my dad and his girlfriend have not gotten their Christmas gifts yet because they haven't even been made yet. What's your work? I work at so I live in the Los Angeles area, and I work at a subtitling and translation studio where we get requests from content creators, not creators, from the distributors basically, and asking us to either make closed caption files or subtitle files and translate into different languages. And my specific job is to schedule translators. I have a list of translators from many, many different languages, and so when we get a request, I ask them if they're available to work and translate it. That's what I do. Hey, Paint! What about that guy? And who's that guy? That guy who keeps popping in and out? That's Jingles. He does visual effects, sometimes. Most recently did visual effects. He also does some fabrication, and a bunch of other random stuff. He happens to be my boyfriend. He does all the things. I know if I kept listing stuff that we do as a hobby and that he does as paid stuff, he did some foam fabrication with a shop recently, where they made characters for a promotional. Yeah, What was the one that you made for the video game? Clank? No. I keep thinking Clank, but Knack. So they actually did a foam costume of Knack for one of the conventions, which is pretty cool. Yes, he's a man. We share a room with computers, and I insisted on having my crochet couch here. How's it going, Paint? What are you up to tonight? But yeah, so if you look up Knack, he said it was actually a very interesting challenge for them because Knack's pieces aren't actually connected to him. He has got floating figures. So they had to... what don't you? He doesn't crochet. He does everything but crochet. And knit. Doesn't knit. I'll take over those fiber arts things, you know. I'll crochet, I'll knit, I'll weave. Paint says hi, by the way. Alright, now I get to single crochet in 2 in one stitch and then 2 in their own stitches. So I gotta make sure that these are... Gotta do this all right. So I decided, Paint, to find a Hershey Kiss pattern to try and make this little bird up there. So I'm literally taking the pattern for a Hershey Kiss and making it in the right color. And I think it's actually gonna work out okay. It's gonna be a little smaller than I hoped for, but that's because the yarn is skinny yarn. Jingles, stab with me. Needle felting is manly. You should really still be reading chat. Trying to find the Chromecast so I can put you on the TV. Woo! I'll be on TV! Would you make a cover if I pay you right? Yeah, I'm guessing cover is a blanket? And how large would you be thinking? And that way I would be able to, So the answer is yes, I would be willing to do it. I have one started here. I started it last year, but I was just doing it all in my free time, just whenever I felt like it. And it's supposed to be a bunch of different colors, a bunch of different stitches. And I was using like every single yarn I had, every single color I could find. So this is part of it. But since it was just sort of like a fun project, I didn't get I'm about a third of the way through it. And it's gonna be for the lap. So I started this. But like Christmas projects got in the way and birthday presents. I made little crochet bags for my nieces. and designed those. One of them got a Wonder Woman one, and the other one got a Minion bag. So they got little book bags. Hmm? Oh. With pillows. Oh, okay, pillows. Let's see. I mean, regular double-sided sheet for a bed. Jingle sews, unlike Mrs. Hyper. I'm not a Mrs. We went over this. I swear he's going to. He had 11 plus people watching him for 2+ hours. Can't really. Oh, is that Carl? Cause I think I'm. Oh, can you scroll up? Well, never mind. You can't scroll up. Yeah, I know you joked that Carl would be. Carl really needs to give me tips. See, sewing is cool. Love the lamp blanket. Yeah, so I don't know why something like, I mean, I get Carl's stream would be popular, but 11 plus people for 2 hours. Wow, go Carl, go. Huh? For a chicken stream? I don't think so. Yes. Jingles just realized that Carl was a chicken. Well remembered, sorry. Alright, let's see. Also, my girlfriend has a large toy, and it gets a little cold, so a cover for that to keep it warm. Oh my. Yeah, I can make something that size too. I've already made adult toy replicas. Not toy replicas. It was a did I have my Ravelry link down there? You should just click on my Ravelry link and that'll just explain it. Well, I'm Hyper Zen Girl. I don't know if I put it in there. My name is Rachel. Uh-oh, what's going on? My screen is going crazy. What do we have happening? 17 inches. Uh-huh. That's a long... That's a big thing. What do we have? What do we have? Oh, you know what? I think that's from Raptor Kai's host. God, man, Stream Elements has been so slow. Let's see, where was I? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. Lewd, soft things. Yeah. Some pieces of the male anatomy. We'll just put it that way. But yeah, there's a Ravelry link. I think if you !Rav. It didn't show with it didn't show your follower notification. Why is it? It only shows Raptor Kai's host. What is happening? Why are you so slow? But thank you for the follow, Bread Butter Jelly. I don't know why the notifications are not even telling me that that's what happened. I didn't turn them off. Did I hide them? I don't think I hit them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is the turning point tonight. Follow me into the sky. Thank you for the follow. Hey Paint, can you see if I have an ! Ravelry or Rav thing that it should be repeating occasionally in chat too. So we can make a cover for the toy. I can make it. I don't think I don't think it would be sanitary for it to be tried out before it was shipped. That just wouldn't be sanitary. There we go. Oh no, that's a different notification. See, my notifications are showing up. Thank you very much for the host. You can bleach it. Carl! Thank you. Bringing all those viewers on over here. Carl rated me, yay! Although it's weird, I only got the host. Yeah, chicken. I got rated by a chicken. You can bleach it. Well, if you bleached it, you'd probably lose some of the color of the yarn. So how much for the material and labor? Also, when can you start and when can you deliver it? If you send me an email, I can get to those details after stream. or a DM. Send me a DM and I can get to those. So I'll take a little, because I'll have specific questions. Oh no, I didn't shoot. I didn't put the stitch marker back in. I kept going. I don't know where I ended. I'm like, I just kept going and going. Alright. Where did I start these? Alright, so I'm back to here. So that's 2. Back to here. Back to here. And back to here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so we're about here. This is where the next. Let's believe this row is a single crochet round. Alright, so we donated what? I got $7 on my PayPal, should be enough. Well, not if I have to ship it out to the UK, dude. It'll cost way more than that to ship it, so. If you're serious about it, go ahead, send me a DM, and we can chat about it after you hang it out. You sent me a DM? Alright. Oh dear. Alright. Have fun on your friend's channel. Bye-bye. It's a paint. How serious do you think he is? Hey Jingles, there's been a request made of you. Oh my. Alright, let's tone it down. If you stayed to the end of the stream, I usually end the stream with a quick little kiss blow to all my viewers. So I will probably end somewhere between 2 and 3 hours from now. So if you want to come back, have a kiss blown, you can see that when I end stream. Ah, thank you, Paint. Yay, buttons! It's good practice for all the trolls you'll have in Carl's stream. Alright, so we finished a single crochet round after I did 2. So we're in the third one, so this is round 8. Round 8. I feel like I am gonna have to add a bunch of single crochets in here to make the bird big enough to actually do something. Like I need to put some eyes, and I need to put a beak on it. Sleepy bird needs a beak. Oh, I should probably open my window too in a minute. So, Carl ended his stream. How you doing tonight, Carl? Sounds like you had some good numbers running around. Alright, so 2 and then 3. So who was in the channel? I mean, that's great, because it's excellent timing, right, Paint? Like, what are they gonna do? It's a chicken. Like, a real chicken. Alright, and then 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Cold? Oh. So, did your owner let you back in the house? Or are you gonna stay outside? It's supposed to snow. Oh my goodness. Someone posted something about the Midwest seasons, how there's like, you know, the fool's spring, and then there's second winter, and then there's almost spring. 2, 1, 2, and 3, and then 1, 2. Which actually sounded quite accurate from what I remember when living back home and all that. Oops, that did not come through. You can feel the pause. That is so excellent. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm out with my 3 dedicated hens? And guess what? What, Carl? In Easter Miracle, it snows? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Hoodie walked home from Lee's house. It's fucking awesome. Oh my gosh. So I'm guessing Hoodie is one of the chickens that was sent to another home? Oh my god, a real chicken. Well, I mean, the name is pretty obvious. It says Carl the Actual Cock. I mean... So this row does not call for a round of single crochet after it. I don't know if I should add that in. I kind of want to add it in after seeing what's going on with these ones. So these ones I took, so this one, how it has kind of like the little like pokey bit at the top, I took out the rows of single crochet, and this one's much smoother, but I do want more rows, so I'm just going to keep going with the same style. So I am going to do a row of single crochet here, and then I'm going to do 2 stitches and then 4, row of single crochet, 2 stitches and 5, row of single crochet. Alright, we have Carl and 4 hens, instead of 3 hens, 5 miles through coyote country for 6-year-old hen. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! Like, what are you gonna do with Hoodie now? I mean, that is one dedicated hen. That's an amazing chicken. You raise some really amazing creatures. Dingles, you seen this story? Mary sold off one of her hens to a neighbor who lives 5 miles away, and the hen walked home through coyote country 5 miles and managed to find the house again. But they have their heads in the gutter. A lot of breast and thigh jokes though. Oh, sold off 10 of them. Yeah. But like, what are you gonna do with her? Like, give her back, I guess? You know you put her on the truck. Like, can you call the neighbor and ask him, hey, you did get my chicken, right? All right, just so you know, she's back here. No, they were given freely. Oh. She stays. If she came home, she stays. All right. Man, that is one dedicated girl you got. That's... wow. That Carl must be... Don't tell Simon Tech. Oh. I mean, Carl must be one special rooster if she's gonna go through all that. Like, is she okay? Does she have, I don't know, like frostbite or anything? Like, because it's not warm out there yet. Oh wait, did I? Oh, I'm doing the row of single crochet right now. I am a highly sought after piece of rooster. I'm believing that more and more every day, Carl. He's gonna come. Does he even pay attention to how many chickens and stuff around the house? Is he even gonna notice? Like, hey, didn't we only have this many? Or, oh, it is warm, except for tonight. It was 50s all last week. Tonight is 30s and 60s all next week. Oh, I guess it's not freezing then. Oh, he was so pissed they were gone. Oh. Why was he mad? I mean, first of all, did he help take care of them? Because I think, if I remember correctly, that's part of the problem, that you didn't have assistance. The chickens? Alright, so we're gonna do 1, 2, and then 4. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2. I was sulking this week. They were my ladies. I understand that, Carl. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, not hubby. The rooster missed the girls. Oh, okay. And even the other roosters. Aww. I was talking about Simon Tech. To Simon Tech, well, he noticed that another one came back. Oh, okay. I didn't think he would notice. Alright, so we do have a good start to our little birdie head here. I will continue along with this pattern. Probably till I get about down here. I want it to be, add another 2 inches to it or so. I want it to be decent-sized birds for a 3-year-old, so decent-sized thing. I don't want it to be a tiny amigurumi. I actually want it to be a little more substance to it. So were you streaming today, Paint? Or was Carl the only one streaming? And then we got 2 in this one. And then we got single crochets all the way around. Single crochet for everyone. We need more birds. You took a day off, and that's fine too. I mean, I've been taking a lot of days off lately. Like, I've been only doing like once a week, and even then I have to like talk myself into doing it. I don't know why it's so hard for me to get started. Technically he wasn't either. I have an idea on horror. No idea how 4 people were watching him. I might have had reruns going. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't set up reruns yet. I don't want to do that right now. I don't think my streams are interesting enough to be rerun, so I'm not gonna run them. But if I start, if I keep streaming less and less, maybe I will. I don't intend to stream less and less. I do want to actually keep going. That's interesting. Bread and Butter said he followed, but I wonder if he must have unfollowed right away because it never came up in my my little feed in on that purple box at the bottom. So I'm more inclined to believe that that was from the host and the raid than from a follow. My Carl is like 90% farm documentary, so the plans are actually to do homestead production. I don't know. You don't think it works like that though? Oh, the follow unfollow thing? Yeah, I don't. It does say I do have a new session follower. So I don't know what but it's two different recording things. Bless you. One is Stream Elements, one is Stream Labs. So I don't know what's doing what. And they were both at 0 this morning, or when I logged in. Okay, so I did the 4, now I need to do 5, so... I totally said, hey, I'm gonna follow this pattern to the letter. Yeah, that's not happening. But my yarn is also it's thinner than the one that's recommended. So I gotta do a little more work for it. Okay. That's good. That works. Alright, so 2 stitches here. 1 and 2. And then 5 stitches. 2, 3, 4. What is this? Oh. Huh. Mini Burger just went live. That seems a little odd since it's extremely late. Alright, so I did my 2 stitches, so now we got 5 to go here. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Yeah, late for Manili? Oh, really late for Minnie, yes. 5. I mean, it's 11:30 for the poor girl. But I think she's at AwesomeCon this weekend. I'll send the chicken to check it out. Alright. And Raptor, is Mini streaming creative? Well, the thing that popped up said, the let's get this done, the to-do list, so maybe? It looks like Carl's gonna go check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 2 stitches here. still says hosting Junie. Oh, maybe that's what it was. But it gave me the message. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the host is what triggered the fact that she's live, but she's hosting. I don't know. Because it actually covers up part of my chat when that notification shows up. And I'm like, that's cool. It's great that somebody else is streaming, but I'm trying to read what everyone else is saying to me. 5 and 2 stitches here. And a little single crochet around. The next thing I'm gonna have to do is remember where I put my felt, because if you see the eyes on the bird, I'm actually gonna make those out of felt and kind of make like a bee, so both eyes are the same size. Your current projects look like a special agent as an Angry Bird. It does look like an Angry Bird, and I was actually thinking about using an Angry Bird pattern to make it. This one's his name is Sleepy Bird, and he's from Pocoyo, and I watched the first episode of Pocoyo. It's such a children's show. I mean, it's Pocoyo, the main character, he's dressed all in blue, and I think it's supposed to be a Spanish and English type show, but they spoke mostly English, but the person voicing Pocoyo is talking like a child, so there's a little bit of slurring, there's a little bit of like that extra baby cheek fat sounding voice, if you know what I'm talking about. Like the words aren't well, so it's a little strange to watch as an adult without a child. What's Carl confused about? Oh, Special Agent P? I do not know who Special Agent P is. I guess I didn't fully understand what you were saying. Is the all single crochet row we have here. Perry the platypus from Phineas and Ferb. Oh, okay. Oh Baby and More. Hello, welcome to the channel. Yeah, I didn't watch much Phineas and Ferb. Like, at all. I just know that he has a really pointy nose. But yeah, so this is just a sleepy bird on this little kid show that I was asked to do, and so we're just going ahead and doing it. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy crochet. What brings you to a crafty crochet stream, guys? So at this point I'm kind of making up the pattern as I go along, but since it follows a predictable set of stitches, it's easy enough to make it bigger. You hook and knit. Alright, cool. I did latch hook for a while. I don't know, when you say hook, do you mean crochet or like latch hook? Because that could be two different things. Yeah, and paint is felting. Stabs a thing many times. And Carl, the actual cock, he is a rooster that crows, yes. Crochet. Alright, cool. Alright, so now I get to increase and then do a single crochet in the next 6 and then increase again. She has some pretty, like, long sleeves. And you're a bit of a jack of all trades. Alright, Raptor. My frickin' stitch marker's getting in the way. 3. 4. Who has pretty long sleeves? I guess I feel like I missed pieces of conversation there, Paint. So you've been on Twitch a while, oh baby? Oh wait, did I do 2 stitches in there? Oh, I did 2 stitches in the one before it. Okay, we're good. So 1. I have to remember not to forget to count. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then increase here. 2, and then 6. No less than a month. I was gonna say, because we have a group of crocheters and knitters, if you wanted to follow the Naughty by Nature link that I have below, if you're interested in seeing more people who craft. Has pretty long sleeves. I was looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Touch the Sky cardigans. Paint, my dear. I think I need you to type in full sentences because I do not know what you are talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I just finished that this weekend and posted pics in a few places, including Ravelry. Oh, okay, we're talking about baby's work. Got it. All right, that was quite confusing. I'm much happier with the way this is turning out. 5, 6. Then my other little version that I had going on that's hanging out on this table here. 1, 2. Crafty Cat, hello, hello. Good evening. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm doing a better job. I started over with my little birdie from yesterday because it wasn't going the way I wanted it to. But I found the nice little cone pattern. I'm gonna keep going with this until it's big enough, as big as I want it, I guess. And I'll start curving it in. We're getting close. We're getting very close. Now we are on a row of single crochets, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do one more increase. So how is everybody's holiday? Oh, baby was making a Touch the Sky cardigan, and it's pretty and lacy. Ooh. Painting on the other streams I posted about. then I'm going to put the stitch marker here. And now we have another row of single crochet. Huzzah! Yeah, I haven't made anything, as far as wearables go, I haven't made anything more complex than a large scarf. My sister asked for a really long scarf, and I made her one, and it stretched out even more, and she's like, it is completely unwearable, it is way too long. But I gave her what she asked for. I really didn't expect it to stretch out as much as it did, though. That was insane. Oh, hey, Hyperzen, are you on Instagram? Right, yes, yes I am. My Instagram is rdecker19. It's kind of a compilation of everything. It's not just crochet, so you'll see cars and cats, and I posted a bunch of dim sum pictures from yesterday. We went out to dim sum with some friends, and I met new people, which was awesome. But yeah, my Instagram's all over the place. It's all the pictures. I was telling Jingles, Instagram is probably the best, like, if you want an overview on a social media platform of some sort of what I did and all that, Instagram is probably the best one. The only thing it really misses is scuba diving, because it's underwater, and other people take pictures and tag me on Facebook, but those don't make it to Instagram. So, exactly, she just needs to wrap the scarf several times, exactly. No, my sister's a little prissy sometimes. Yeah, I don't know what she did with it. I'd be a little sad if she just threw it away. She'd probably put it in a box to go to Goodwill or something, which would have been fine. But if she didn't want the scarf anymore, she could have given it back so I could reuse the yarn. I mean, it was Red Heart yarn. It wasn't anything expensive or fancy, but I have actually frogged and remade one of my other. Do you want to join in on a crochet? Oh my gosh, I would absolutely love to do a collaboration. Yes, please. Yeah, but I've already frogged another scarf because the yarn was too scratchy. And I combined it with a softer yarn to make a way cooler looking scarf. And a one that was much more comfortable. Actually, I should ask her what she did. I know she was just like, I don't wear that anymore. But I don't know if she could have had it in her heart to throw it away. She probably wouldn't. But giving it away, I can see her doing. And that would be fine too. Yeah, as a family, we never really threw away our stuff. We always put it in boxes and brought it to Goodwill. Alright, so my row of single crochet is done. Now it's time for increase. And then single crochet 7. Okay, what we're going to be doing is creating a basic shape, and then it gets mailed to someone, and they add something, and then it gets mailed again, and we keep on going until it comes full circle. Ooh, that sounds cool. Is it 1 row or 2 rows? Do we have size or stitch request? Or is it just going to be whatever? Specific yarn type, weight? I feel like I can get into super specific questions. Maybe I should just chill out a little bit. 2, 3, 4. That would be nice to mail just around the US. What is the end goal? Do we want it to end up being a scarf or a blanket or the end size of the object? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I increase. Some amigurumi creature thing. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5. I would totally, yeah, I would be up for doing something like that. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then increase. 1, 2. So paint, what's your next project? Because you finished your schnauzer. Schnauzer. Yeah. And you can share pictures if you have pictures. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a little Ami creature shipped around. Okay. Oh, I think Paint may have said BRB. We got a strange notification earlier. We're gonna make a group where we can talk about it more here in the next day or so. Excellent. Do you have a Discord, Crafty Cat? I do not recall if you do or not. Don't think I'm part of it. 'Cause I can offer up mine if you guys want to place. Like, I have a room for, it's called Crocheters Learning to Knit, but I never really got that going. You know, like specialized, you know, chatting about learning to knit from crochet. So I could repurpose that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And increase, and then a row of single crochets. Group on Instagram, okay, and then maybe to a Discord. Hopefully 2 of the 5 people, and there are not Twitchers. Okay. Yeah, okay, I don't have to count because it's right, it's just single crochet for this. Before I start working in the back loops. Okay, so when I start working in the back loops is when this is going to start folding over and start creating the bottom. So I have to make sure that this is as big as I want it before I start working in the back loops. So I'm already on an increase with 7 I just finished. Next will be 8. Did I tell you I got a drop spindle? I think you mentioned it, yeah. What is it, like an Ashford type drop spindle, or is it a Turkish? I've mad respect for people who can drop spindle, and I think Turkish ones are just gorgeous. Yeah, I can't drop spindle. I will literally drop the freaking spindle. Actually, now that I've spun on a wheel already, like she teaches us in drop spindle first, and then she's like, well, do you want to do drop spindle still or wheel? And I went straight to the wheel. But now that I know I can do it, I might go back to the drop spindle, at least just to practice. Oh, it is a Turkish. There's a guy I found on Twitch who makes and sells them. He has so many cool ones. I bought one of his. Yeah, I've seen some really awesome ones. What's his name? Who is he? I love to make it a point to go visit. Dang it, my other notebook's down there. Where did my pen go? That shouldn't have gone anywhere. Grr. Oh, if I'm gonna have to find my pen, I might as well grab the notebook. Looks like the pen might be in my... Nope, it's not in between my skirt. Oh, pen is next to the mouse, of course, right? Link is Etsy if you want to check him out. He does it for a living. Sure, yeah. Well, yeah, if you link his Etsy, then I can click on it since I'm up. Ah, Snyder's Spindles. April 2018. Snyder's Spindles. Excellent. He 3D printed a sheep and sent it too. It's pink and adorable. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's check out. Oh man, those are so cool. Look at those pretty woods. Zebra wood. That Paduk is a really deep red. My gosh. Some 3D printed spindles. Purple heart. Oh, and little sheep earrings. Oh, that's crazy. The 45 spindle top whirl. Wow. Ooh, the cog one looks pretty neat too. Spin yarn. Frogging happens. Oh man, that's awesome. Frogging happens. And the T-Rexes. Oh, so for those of you guys who weren't in here at the beginning of this stream, my unboxing bit was my stickers I got. And I wanted to just get a small order at first, so I got little Hyperion stickers. They're kind of small. Actually, we'll go back to the camera that's over here. Hello. Boop. Hyperion sticker. And what can I use for size? It's still pretty small. Here's a pencil. The mechanical pencil size. So I'm very happy with those stickers. They will be going out with stuff. Actually, if I finish this today, which I really, really hope to, I'll probably some of the stickers with the item. You have a streamer board with stickers from all streamers. Sure. I don't have a way of doing that yet, but yeah. Actually, I'll probably just send you one. They're so tiny. I feel weird selling these, because like I said, they are really small. Oh no, what happened? Oh, I turned off the wrong camera. Wow, I can be so airheaded sometimes. My god. We want to see that one, and we want to turn that one off. Whee! Tech savvy as I need to label the cameras better, first of all. Alright. So, I'm on a single crochet round. So, yay, I got little stickers. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to put in an order already. I feel like these took a while to get here, but they probably didn't take that long. I was really, really anxious for them. Oh shoot, you know, I already sealed up the envelope for the giveaway item I was gonna send out. You know what, I have more envelopes, I can readdress it. That's fine. But I do want to throw a sticker in there. Also, I think I screwed up the address, so that'll be fine. Like, I crossed out my own address and I had to start all over again. So did you guys do anything for the holidays? Whoever's happens to be in channel, if you... Or you might not, I mean, you might not celebrate Easter, but, could just, yeah, done something cool. Yesterday we went out for dim sum in the afternoon, and then we drove down to Orange County and had dinner with family friends. And then today was mostly just like a cleaning. It was a cleaning day, getting organized. I checked out the beta version of a cute little web browser game called Dapper Volk, but it's just in beta. They do need to work on it a bit more. It feels kind of rough. They're like, yeah, it'll be 2 to 3 months before release, and I was like, I feel like you guys have a little bit more to go as far as what you're doing with the game. Baked a baby ham. All right. Yeah, we had ham with dinner yesterday. But yeah, ham feels like one of my, you know, must be Easter, must have ham, otherwise it's not Easter kind of foods. Oh baby! Let's see, church this morning, then went to a church family members for Easter lunch and egg hunt for kids. That was really sweet. I realized while flipping through my Instagram today that like I have not done an Easter egg hunt in so long, just because I'm not around kids. No one does Easter egg hunts for adults. You know, and I'm not near my family. If I was, I'd probably go into Easter egg hunt things with them. But my family's off in Minnesota, and I'm hanging out here in California. So I don't get to see them for these holidays. Alright, so now we increase, and then we single crochet for 8. So here's the increase. And then 8. Yeah, we really need to do something like that. Like, you know how they actually have like those, how they have like wax bottles with like little bits of alcohol or little bits of juice, but they need to make like chocolates with little bits of alcohol in them. I think there is something like that. And those need to go in the Easter eggs. We do our Easter egg hunt, and then we just like have a ball afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That wouldn't work so well in California though, because the things would melt. 6, 7, 8. What the heck? 9. Wait, not 9. This is the increase. What the heck? What are you auto-modding? I think I need to turn down the auto-mod another level here. My step-grandma's bar does adult Easter. Oh my god! Where are you, baby? We need to do that. Oh. Health is still shit. I am sorry. Yeah, I think I need to turn down the auto mod another level because Boy Toy, I think, is what's triggering freaking auto mod. But that's not really all that bad. Not like the dude in here earlier who was calling me a prick, P-R-I-C. Or P-R-I-K. I mean, it was like in a friendly way, sort of, but was still kind of strange. 2, 3. Oh. Hey, look, that doesn't trip auto mod. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, it's great having a boyfriend whose name is already his username. So when I talk about Jingles, it's Jingles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the increase. Ohio. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll have to make it out to Ohio some Easter so I can do a beer Easter egg hunt. I gotta look for something. There's gotta be something in LA that's similar to that. The thing is, in LA, there's just so many people that, like, there'd be so many people at an event like that it probably wouldn't even be fun and we wouldn't want to go to it, and it would probably be somewhere like downtown, which is just crazy to get to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the increase.
Everything is new in love, stronger than the both of us. Together we can spark a flame.
So are either of you working on a project right now? Just hanging out, chatting, working on something? Organize your own friends? Yeah. Suppose there's that. Organize your own just friends. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My stitches are going so fast that I'm just actually surprised when I've hit 8 already. I was like, is there really been that many? Hats. Oh, that's right. All the hats. So what was the... I feel like it must have been like a dare type thing. So, or a bet, a wager of some sort. What was the deal that you ended up getting stuck making 100 hats? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. Hey, crafty miner gal. How is your night? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Another UFO, which also happens to be a knit. Working on a sheep sweater right now. Just have lots of play knitting in the round for a while. That's not the worst thing though. Bad Overwatch match. Bad Overwatch match.
The second one was good.
Oh, okay.
The first one we had fucking stock. And he was like, oh yeah, fucking easy, but
Jerks.
so I respect someone's valor can be judged in their victory because of defeat. And we turned around the same match.
Yeah.
Same people playing. We stopped having the same thing. All of you was fucking talking nothing about it. Getting that up. Hurry.
Overwatch brings out such angst. Let's see. My row is going well. About... Oh, fun! Black Panther, yeah! A lot of people put stupid things in their profile bio saying if you can get my bio to the front page, I'll do something stupid like drink a whole large bottle of sriracha. Oh. Great for TV watching, car rides, or flare days, yeah. So I put in mine that I crochet, and if you screen grab my bio and get it to the front page, I would make that person a blanket or make 100 hats for charity. Someone did it and chose charity. Well, that was nice of them. Is this on Reddit or... I don't know how to Reddit. I really don't get that website. I just don't get it. And people are like, oh, there's nothing to get. You just go on it. And I was like, yeah. Same thing with Tumblr. I'm like, I can hit the button that says random tumble. Oh, Imgur. Okay. Yeah, I never figured out how to be a poster on Imgur either. I just look through the pictures. Well, at least it's a good reason then. Yeah, I was saying that's very nice of them that they chose the charity option. Alright, we're still going strong. Alright, so now I'm on a single crochet row here. I figure I might go up to 10 increases, or to the point where I'm increasing and then 10 stitches. Right now I'm doing the single crochet row after 8. So all single crochets. And then I start working the back loops and all that, so. But I do want to put the felt on before I stuff it. And the felt will be for the eyes. And then I need to make a quick little beak. And the thing about the beak is, I don't know if I have... I might just have to make it out of actual yellow and not like an orange yellow. I also have a brown. I could use brown. And it's a light, like, taupe brown. What do you guys think? Should I go bright yellow? Like sunshine yellow? Or should I try and go a light brown for the beak? Because I don't think I actually have anything in the middle of it. I mean, I have a carrot orange. I suppose that might work. Except I have to go digging for it. I don't think it's up in my boxes. I do not have orange in my boxes right now. I might have orange cotton, but I don't have orange acrylic. You go with the carrot? Okay. Alright. The carrot should be easily accessible. So after I get up to my rows, I'll have to step out of the room and go find it, because it's in the garage yarn. Alright, this is a single crochet row. All the way around. Yeah, carrot might actually be the best option. I was sort of thinking about a nest too, but maybe I'll just make the bird. Because then I would make the nest out of carrot also, because if you notice the beak matches the nest. But like, I think an orange nest would be really strange. So we'll just kind of limit the the outrageousness. So I think an orange nest would be pretty outrageous. All the hats. Instead of using Simply Soft. Date. It's April 1st today. April, May. Actually, I really need to hurry up and work on my LA County Fair object I want to make. I'm going to take all the hand spun yarn I've woven, or I've made so far, except my purples. I'm not going to use the purple in it. All my yarn, but the purple ones. And I'm going to make an art yarn scarf out of it. I don't know what else I'm going to do with it. And I'm not really interested in doing much with it. I'm not in love with the yarn I've spun that's early stuff. I like the later stuff I've done. And I made the later stuff into a scarf, but I lost the scarf. Completely misplaced it. No idea where it's at. I'm a little upset about that, but I can go ahead and spin up more yarn and make another scarf just like the first one. I might even have some of the first, enough of the colored yarn left over. Because I did some hand dyeing stuff also. So yeah. The hand spun finished object will be an art yarn scarf. I just hope that I have enough to warp at least 2 strands with one of them. I realize that it might be too small. But then I can just make this scarf itself smaller. It doesn't have to be super long. Yeah, that will... The first yarn will determine how long I make the scarf, really. Alright, so now it's time to do increases. with 9 single crochets in between. Oh my gosh, I should ask her how big his head is and I can make him a little hat too. Oh man. 1, 2. I have so much of this yarn, and she got this specific color for Sleepy Bird, but it's definitely not going to use up all of it. Oh wait, I need to be counting. Shoot. Increase right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here's the increase row. Or stitch. Hats, not haha. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and increase. See, oh man, if I, that's, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to think about like what I would put in my bio if someone got me to the front page of Imager. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like something along the lines of like, I will travel to your state and sit down and have coffee with you because I would love to travel. But then, like, watch, I probably have to make the disclaimer, it would have to be in the US or Canada. Because, like, I somehow would be, like, someone from China, and I would be like, oh my god. We could kill them ha-has, though. Anyone have anything exciting going on this week? Exciting. As far as I know, my most exciting thing is coming up on Saturday. There's a 2-hour like Loom study group, and I have it in my calendar and I'm planning on going. The place is right by my work. It's somebody I know is teaching it or like running the event, but I need to message her and find out if, because it says it's a study group. It's not a how to use your loom. It's a study group, so I want to Yay, 92! I want to make sure that I'm not like showing up in the middle of, you know, if they're doing a study group, that if they're doing specific styles or something, that I'm not just like showing up and interrupting. Whatever, or if there's something I should be studying. Alright, and now a single crochet row all the way around. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and increase. So rigid heddle study group. I'll probably message her right after stream and be like, so I'm interested in coming to the group thing. I want to learn how to make plaid, but I don't know if your study group is already studying a specific technique. Something like that. So Crafty Cat, you were saying that you were like in between two states right now. I think you said you're like Montana and Arizona. Where are you today? And is it your home? Because I think you were visiting someone for a while. Like mostly I'm just curious if you brought like a ton of yarn with you when you went to go visit someone to do these hats, or if you just kind of, if you're already back home and you don't need to worry about traveling with like a bunch of yarn. Somehow I screwed up a single crochet. Oh, it's one of the, I don't know. I screwed up something. Got like a twisted stitch. Wonder how that happened. Huh. Oh well, fixing it now. Montana, I'll probably be here for another month. Oh, so you're traveling for long periods of time, so you'll be buying more yarn most likely. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go into the garage in a moment, like after I have like 2 more rows before I need to go grab the other yarn and look for my felt. I'm feeling the felt I'll have to do some pencil tracing and special cutting and all that, so. An elbow surgery and getting my knee done in 2 weeks, so I'm doing my recovery in Montana. Oh, okay. Are the surgeries also going to be in Montana? Like, that's... I hope you're not traveling right after surgery. But I mean, if you're traveling to a recovery spot, I mean, I guess. The spine was in Colorado. Alright. You have to go to a special clinic, yeah. Jingles is watching something really weird. I was watching like a fan thing of Rick and Morty, but it's drawn strangely. places with 10 stitches in between. Sorry about that little squeaky noise, guys. Man, this little birdie thing could almost be enough for a hat for a kid too. The top would have to be a bit different. I can almost see where my rows changed, where I changed up my stitch count. That's what I'm looking at. Oh, I'll paint you back. Hello. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I know you said you were gonna BRB. I didn't know where you went. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Multitasking. I mean, I guess I could jump in here too and be like, I have limes also. I just kind of, I mean, I got it in 2007 and they treated it, and I really haven't done much else about it since then because doctors keep telling me that I should not be experiencing symptoms and all that related to it. So there's not much anybody can do since nobody seems to believe me that, yeah, I think there's still something wrong. Over at Bench Needies for a bit, boosting stuff in the house. What? Thought the kitchen was on fire. Oh. Those doctors don't know. I mean, we ended up doing a spinal tap, and it's not in my central nervous system, so they didn't like take it any further than that. So there's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then increase. You stopped going to MD's DO from here out. Okay, then what's the DO? I guess I'm missing that. I don't know what that means. The same thing, come to find out, it's a spirochete and it's been hiding in my biofilm, wreaking havoc for years, and now I'm pretty well jacked. Yeah, I was fortunate, and we're going to kind of use that term loosely, that it caused paralysis in my face, and so there was actually a physical symptom that they could link to it, because the Lyme disease was one of the few things that could cause that specific infection in that area. Summary: a DO versus MD. United States, Dr. MD allopathic or a DO osteopathic. MDs are trained to treat the symptoms first, a DO treats the whole patient. I would definitely prefer the DO method, yeah. That would be good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, 9, 10, and increase. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and increase. So anyway, guys, I'm sorry to hear all that. And who is that? It's Filthy Turtle. Hello, hello. How are you doing? It's good to see you in my channel. I'm currently working on a little bird character that you see up there. His name is Sleepy Bird from a children's cartoon called Pocoyo. Too many doctors think that as soon as you take a round of antibiotics, you're good. If you want to know, try eating stevia and see if you feel worse. Interesting. One day you must teach me how to use my crochet hook. Absolutely, we can have a specialty like stream thing where I can watch you and we can go ahead and actually I've been told I do it backwards. People have watched me and they're like, you crochet like a knitter, do you knit? And I was like, I crochet like a knitter? And they're like, you throw your yarn. Is 1050 of 4 ounces of wool roving a good deal? Is it clean? You're gonna want to make sure that it's clean, because that would be expensive for stuff that you have to prep yourself. So it would already be like in a braid or something. So the way I crochet is I go from the front to the back and hook it, put it over the hook. And people are like, no, you're supposed to push it through and grab the yarn with the hook. And I'm like, oh, I just never learned it that way. But according to the Craft Yarn Council, which is the people who teach proper knitting and crochet and stuff, I do it wrong. So if I ever wanted to be an instructor, I'd have to relearn how to do it. We live semi-close by. We do, Filthy? Where are you? Ooh. I would say for merino, yeah, that's good. And it's hand-dyed. So that's, I would definitely say, yes, that's a good deal. Is it, exactly, yeah. You're not gonna get much out of it as far as like quantity of yarn. I think my first purchase of yarn was 8 ounces, and it was not braided, but it was clean, and it wasn't dyed. It was the natural gray of the sheep, and it wasn't merino either. It was 100% Icelandic. So I think you might spoil yourself a little if you start with merino first. That's just my 2 cents. Get a pound of wool into skeins. Let's see. Oh, you're at work. Want something to learn on my drop spindle, yeah. Okay. It will cost me, before shipping, to get a pound of wool turned into skeins, $25. So paint, the place I was looking at to do milling, I think it was out of Idaho or Montana. the mill that would clean and card and braid it into roving. They like the best deal was to send them 5 pounds of raw. All right, let's see. Spinning felting fiber, mixed top and roving bag, 12 ounces. Oh wow. I mean, you can make some really cool stuff with that. I mean, it depends on what you want to do. That's a good deal too. It would just be maybe not really a challenge to get these colors together. But yeah, I would say that second one with all the random colors, that's a good deal. Well, let me turn on my other camera since I'm sitting here at the computer. So the second one with all the random colors, that's a good deal. But do you want a mishmashy colored yarn? You're gonna use Morning Glory, North Carolina. And then the Amazon link, 1 pound, so it's Corriedale is what I learned on first. That's a pound for $21 and free shipping. That's also a very good deal. So I would say those links 2 and 3 are good deals for beginner stuff. You might want to hold off on the merino until you're a little more familiar with spinning, just to kind of give yourself a treat. And because it's nicer, you probably want to have the spinning down before you use it. You might be a little, because like it took me a long time to use even my my Icelandic. I was like, I'm not ready for it yet. I want to do it justice, so I'm going to wait to use it. Because when you start taking them out of the bags and you start feeling them, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. I don't know if I want to spin with it yet. So there's little things like that to 16 per ounce. I can't math. They specialize in fibers like Icelandic and alpaca, but that's good. Oh no! So you probably didn't hear anything I just said. So I'll repeat what I said, Crafty Cat. I was saying links 2 and 3 would be great for a beginner spinner. Link 1, you might want to, if you wanted to get it because you like the colors, because those are really pretty colors, I would probably get it, but save it until you're a better spinner. And because you're going to get the stuff. The Amazon one is also a good one. I was saying I learned on Corriedale, and it's easy to spin with. It'll grab each other and hook onto itself real well. Somewhere I have I have a link that shows the different scales if you zoom in on a microscope of some different fibers. So my thought would be, as a beginning spinner looking back, hindsight's 2020, I would go with the Corriedale first, the Amazon link. And if you want a grab bag, I'd go ahead and get that Etsy bag of random colors, but that's only if you want a grab bag. If you want to mix colors and do some crazy plying, where you take like 2 yarns that are already spun and then spin them together again. And if you want to treat yourself later on, I'd go ahead and get the merino and hold off on it, because you're going to get the different fibers and you're going to feel them and you'll be like, ooh, like this is really soft and nice, and then you're going to be like, I don't know if I'm ready to use it yet. So I bought my Icelandic, which was this beautiful marbly gray, and I was like, it took me almost a year to use it because I'm like, I'm not ready to spin it yet. I'm not good enough to use it. So I was gun shy about doing it, and then I finally was able to go ahead and spin it all up, and I felt okay about it. And so if you have a whole pound of something, and that's actually a pretty good price, if you have Prime, don't have to worry about shipping. Like, that's excellent. and that's a good beginner one. So I'm gonna actually look through my my bookmarks because I have an excellent one that shows the different the scaliness of yarns. I have a Fiber Arts link somewhere. Did I not have a crochet/fiber arts folder? This is weird. This is really weird that I don't have it. This doesn't seem right. Oh, I do. It's just actually on my bookmarks bar, that's why. Woolen fiber scales comparison, yes. Alright. So we'll go ahead. Ah, shoot. I just clicked off my page. So if you guys have said anything or typed anything in the past few minutes, I probably missed. The last thing I saw was Crafty Cat saying okay. Alright. So if you looked into how fiber works and how spinning works, it's that the scales wrap around each other and hold tight to each other. And so that picture there is actually different different materials, different fibers underneath a microscope. So it's really neat looking. Like that's familiar using. Let's open up that in a new tab. I'm gonna go ahead and close these other fiber tabs. Morningstar fibers. Very nice paint. I'm glad that they at least have light Lopi is run at 500 yards per book. Someone was telling me about Lopi yarn and how it's not made like it used to be made. Somebody who actually lives in like Finland or something. Who was talking to me about that? Here's Charthbaum, yeah, yards per reference. I can't see my own stream anymore. What the heck happened? Alright, well, there's that. So yeah, Crafty, that's my experience looking back as a spinner. So yeah, I would definitely go with Corriedale. If you want to play with colors, go with that mixed bag. And, you know, maybe you get that merino if you wanted to have something to, like, work towards as a goal. However, someone was saying that, you know, you actually get a fiber stash faster than you get a yarn stash. So, depending how fast you work on projects and do stuff, you might have a lot of fiber laying around. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, I heard Lopi is a very... I don't remember what made Lopi special, but I remember the lady saying that it was coarser than it used to be. It used to be a very, very soft roving, and it's just not as soft as it used to be, but it still costs the same. So she was very disappointed when she went back to Finland, and she went to go grab her yarn, and it just wasn't the same. She said she used to go there, and it's the top coats and undercoats of Icelandic sheeps. They're probably adding in more top coat, yeah. So she was just disappointed that it wasn't the original soft actual Lopi. wish I knew who I was even talking to. I have no idea who I was discussing that with. Brock's undercoat just shimmers. Are you gonna try and separate them? Like, you're gonna... Actually, one of the gals out here, the lady who's running that Rigid Heddle class on Saturday... No problem, Crafty Cat. She was saying to me that there's like a shearing festival that happens here in California, and she's gone to this like shearing expo, and this person was giving a demonstration and talking throughout the whole demonstration, and they sheared the sheep while talking, giving the demonstration, and it was all one piece. One piece. Oh, you have them separated? That's good. Yeah, I mean, they probably have the materials and whatnot to go ahead and process it properly. So yeah, she's like, if you show up to this demonstration thing, like you can get an entire fleece. Like, they kind of give it to you as a thank you for being a volunteer. And I was just like, I don't know what I would do with an entire fleece off of a sheep. I don't know. I do know if I brought it into the house and like set it over a chair, the cats would be all over it and tear it to shreds. I know they would do that. You can share mine as one full, please. ... But like, yes, you gave me a full fleece. I have it still. But like one piece. They did it one piece. I still have it. I'm still working on it. Thing is, I didn't go to the thing because I didn't need it. Actually, I have to figure out where we put that bag of weird stuff you gave us. Because we've been rearranging stuff a lot. I hope it didn't. If you want a whole one on... No, I don't need a whole one. I don't need it because I want to spin it. I don't need to. Okay, so I'll have a few more in the fall than some legs of lambs. I'm gonna make my mouth start watering, babe. Okay, guys. I need to grab some water. I'm also gonna search for my yarn because I need the carrot-colored yarn and I need the felt to finish up this little guy. I think I still have like a row and a half left to go. By the time one more sheep, I would make a comforter. So, I'm gonna hit the break screen. I hope you guys have a good time while I'm away, chatting with each other about fleeces and stuff. I'm gonna try not to take too long. I have no idea how long. I need to dig through some stuff to find the yarn. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and break time. Okay, guys, I am back. Oh, here we go. What's going on? I am back. Hello, Azalita. No takers for the knock-knock joke. Getting ready to hit the hay. Distracted. Oh my gosh. Oh baby, that's a long day. You need to kidnap Racker and Jangles back to Easter Central Time. Thank you, thank you. So I did find the yarn. That actually took a little longer because it was actually in this room, not in the other room. And I was wrong, it's not carrot, because that was the first one I got from Red Heart. But when I tried using it, because I'd gotten it for a specific purpose, I tried using it and I realized that it was completely not twisted properly. Oh yeah, we didn't finish the knock-knock joke. So I actually brought back the Red Heart carrot yarn, and because that was like the last skein they had in the store, I ended up going with the Lion Brand Vanna's Choice Terracotta. So it's slightly even darker. Aww, something about now. You hadn't quite even finished planning the joke yet, huh? Sorry about the blowing. So what were you working on today, Azalita? Oh, I need to take off that pattern thing because I'm totally not working on that pattern. Actually, let me try and find the pattern I am doing and actually put that in there. We'll get the right pattern going. I think I favorited it on Ravelry. 50% of Vanna's Choice Boost. Oh. No, Azalita. Oh, crap. That stinks. I just want everything. How do I organize? I think I'll just have to go back to the patterns and look it up again. They can't withhold too much, only too little. That sucks, it does. Oh, here we go. What's nice? Hershey's Kiss. Oh my, yeah, that's really frustrating. I think it's this guy I'm using. No, it's not that one. Oh wait, no, because I'm doing the ones called a Kiss or a Slime. That's the name of the pattern. Slime or a Kiss. There we go. Now I can put up the correct pattern in the... There's money back, instance message to a job grab. And then it's like... That's... Wow. Oh, the music's too loud, guys? I am so sorry. Go ahead and... turn that down. Yeah, I think I got it mixed up about which was my microphone and which was the desktop. It's a super small company. pattern. We will edit this to be the right pattern. I'm gonna sneeze. Done. Alright, so we'll come back here. There we go. That is the correct pattern. What's crazy paint? So this is for the beak. And I think I was still on the 10 and then increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Floofy. 9, 10. And I forgot to take the other camera off because it still looks weird, like stalking myself strangeness. I can put Hyperion back up. So you guys see that little Hyperion that just came on the screen? That little Hyperion is now a sticker. Sticker for the Hyperion. So I have my own little stickers now. So I did a small run and small sizes just to kind of test it out. Plus I also got one of their sampler packs. So I can go ahead and make more later. And these will be sent out with whatever I end up sending out. So, got new stickers. Oops, nah, it's on the floor now. Mittens and sticker. Cute little guy. Boop, 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 boop. I hope the music's better. I did turn it down. I realized that I had gotten the bars mixed up when I was taking a look at which one should be turned up. 2, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, and increase this one. So I think most of the people headed off to bed. That's what I get for being on the, West Coast. Crazy stretch dream job in another country. Congratulations! That's always fun and terrifying and probably a lot of work. Don't think I would have tried it without being unemployed. Yeah, I need to get in the habit of applying for stuff. My company, they keep talking about how, oh, we need more work, and I'm like, you guys are actually scaring people with what you're talking about. I kind of want to put more applications out there. I've only been there a year, and I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, and this next round is going to be all single crochets. Like, Americans don't do that on resumes at all. It's weird having to put a photo, birthday, marital status. Yeah, I've seen some of the resumes that come in from my translators, and I'm like, why did you? Oh yeah, those are requirements. Those are requirements in other places. I can't look, paint. I'm using both my hands to crochet. Snuggly wuggly yard. This sounds a little like Florence and the Machine, but not quite. Although I turned it really far down. Well, comparatively, I turned it really far down, but probably to a decent level where you guys can actually hear me now. So sorry that was so loud. I won a grand prize basket from the roasted. Congratulations! Those yarn baskets are usually pretty good. Oh yeah, you posted it in the Discord. That was excellent. Oh, Azalita, I found out that there are more of us. More of us. There's like four of us in Naughty by Nature, all with the same first name. And then Minnie Burger is an honorary member because it's her middle name. So there's Flying Pink Monkey, you, me, and there's one other gal. I can't remember what the username is. I think it might be Creative Happiness. It is also one of us. So we really have like an army. Instagram, yeah, the yarn crawl picture. Hair? A hair affair? Really? I don't know what her name is. Hmm. Alright, I think I am now happy with the size of this bird. That'll be the appropriate size for a 3-year-old. Needs to be a little bigger. Didn't want to make a tiny amigurumi. Ah, yeah. I think she has that up on her Twitch page. So she is not. But yeah, that's still a lot of people. And I was quite surprised when I found that out. I was just kind of like adding up, going, wait a minute, there's a lot of people. Let's see. So in the back group, 1 decrease. It's decrease every 4, but then I'd actually be decreasing every 10. So I'm doing pretty much the exact opposite of what I did to make it this big. So this will be our bird size. Somehow some stitches got twisted over here. That's freaking weird. Not single crochet. Alright, but I do want to get the eyes done before I start making it smaller. I don't want to make the eyes go past the eyes and the beak. Well, hello, what's going on? I had like Twitch checkmarks show up. What's that all about? Huh. I don't know. Let me go check my notifications. Yeah, sometimes the stuff that shows all the... I didn't see like a raid notification or... That could have been from Carl's host earlier, perhaps? Oh no, I had a follower. Hey there, follower. I think, follower notifications have been updated. So let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, it's Oh Baby and More. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, the follow alerts have changed and I have not updated my stream to reflect that. So we'll see the emotes and stuff, but I won't get the follower notification. I do need to go ahead and change some settings. But hooray! Yay! Because I have the Kappa Gen from Stream Elements, and then I have a notification from Streamlabs that are supposed to go off at the same time. And if one doesn't go off and the other does, it's a little confusing. Okay, so I was going to make the eyes. And so the way I'm looking at these, I just need to make a bee and then put 2 black dots in it. So I have white and off-white. I think black is the only one I've already used. Actually, I have a bunch of colors. I went to Joann's one day and it was on sale for like 10 cents each. So I got one of every color for the felt. Because I knew I'd use it for amigurumi stuff. You turned off the name and announcements too? Yeah. Yeah, it still tells me who hosts me. But yeah, the follower ones have been turned off. Alright, so we'll go ahead and use this white. And the eyes aren't going to be any bigger than that, so go ahead and cut a chunk out of this. Alright. This gets to go back into the bag. Sorry if the bag crinkling is really loud. Hey, KNA! It's going alright. I'm getting to the end of this birdie project. We're gonna make the eyes right now. Right meow. And I'm gonna sew them on before we start decreasing on the bird. So I'm gonna go ahead and attempt. Where in the world did that pencil go? Oh, it's on the desk. Because I used it to show you guys how big the sticker was. Alright, so I definitely want them a little lower, so we'll go ahead and end it here. But I am going to want them sort of curved so they fit the shape of... So it'll be sort of a little bit of a downward curve. I feel like the pencil's not going to do it. There we go. So shallow downward curve. There we go, and this is the middle. And they'll be extra big about here. Down there. Go up. In order to make them look sleepy, I'll actually have to draw, and that's just gonna be done in marker. That's where the pupils will be. So we'll go ahead and do this in darker marker. making the sleepy eyes here. He's not angry, he's sleepy, I swear. So, alright, baby. Sabs, hello! Welcome! So I've made the eyes, guys. Eyes. I just gotta cut them out. We'll sew them on here. They look angry, though. Will they not look... oh, because I'll need to put on eyebrows. The eyebrows will make him look less angry. I hope the eyebrows will make him look less angry. Go ahead and cutting out these slopey, sleepy eyes. Completely makes sense. I've never... Generic, thanks for the follow. Because some names were just inappropriate. Exactly. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, can't kick it anymore. Alright, good night, baby. And sorry it took me so long to see you, Sabs. Got a little busy. Still trying to finish this guy up. Alright, maybe should I keep the white? No, I won't keep the white on the top there. But I will make it a little... No, I'm going to follow my cut. My drawing. Alright. So, ooh, that should come to a point. Jeez, that's terrible. That's much better. And let's keep snipping a little down. There we go. Alright, so I have eyes. Sleepy bird eyes. Still looks kind of angry, but we'll just have to figure that out. Alright, and I want to use... I do want to use white cotton thread for this. Good night, baby. And I have the last of my white thread over here, and this should be enough to finish it up. Although I'll probably use a couple different rounds of it. Now I'll be finding those needles. Needles, 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 needles. I did put them away though. So much yarn, guys. So much yarn. I got some Kramer cotton when I went up to Big Bear. I have 5 skeins of this maroon and 2 skeins of this brown. So I'll need to find a project for that. Can you hold it up? It looks you have the eyes angled up. A little bit. Because when it gets stuffed, it'll start following the pattern of it, so then they'll get flat when it's stuffed. Oh, I see. Down equals sleepy. Maybe I'll redraw these then. Yeah, because they are kind of down. Boo. There. And when it gets stuffed, it'll look a little different. Finishing is one of the most hardest things for me on a project, especially for like amigurumis. I haven't made an amigurumi in quite a long time because the last couple that I've tried, they turned out so weird looking at the end that I was just too afraid to like show them off or give them away. Alright, needle. Boop. Alright. That box is getting very heavy. That box has like my extra hooks in it. I think my yarn bowl's actually in there. That's probably causing most of the weight. All of my pins. So, let's see. Not level her up, and there's a space between them that might help, or might be more work. Sorry, your project. It's looking better. No, it's okay. Like I will probably get to the point where I sew them on and be like, no, that's too creepy. Actually, I'll cut out a second set. I do want them connected, mostly because, yeah, I don't want to try to match them up on a curved object. So, I'll do the same thing. Go over here and you said curve down, which, okay, down. Gentle downward curve, about the same length. Okay. And alright, that sort of looks a little better. I need to. This one I'll definitely have to cut from the other side, which means that I'll have to. Now he kind of looks like he's rolling his eyes. We'll cut them out and see how this looks. Oh no, I didn't draw them like, well, let's see if I can fix this. Alright, I made that a little more even. Alright, so I have this looks like he's kind of rolling his eyes though. Ah! Sleepy eyes? Not quite so much. Freaking not centered eyes. Boop. I said hi to you like twice, Sabs. So those look kind of sad eyes. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I missed him, and I said goodnight to someone else before I said hi to you, and I see you. So, downward facing eyes, and slightly upward facing eyes. Okay, see, like, yeah, those look angry now compared to the other ones. So I think the downward facing eyes are the winner here. Thoughts, guys? Eyebrows. Needs eyebrows. Downward look better. Okay, so that's the up ones. Here are the down ones. Down ones look better. The eyebrows will help. Yeah, and then in the pictures he always has one curved eyebrow because he's always like, kind of like WTF, like really guys? Alright, so downward facing eyes. Excelente. Alright. I like this little song. Yeah, we'll just take this whole thing off. almost have it, and then you keep pushing too far and blow it. There we go. The eyebrows will help, alright. Oh no, this is good. Yeah, this got super tangly right away. Oh my goodness. Crap. I was not paying attention to what was going on. Oh my goodness. And I used the last of my thread, so I need to untangle this. Oh, good lord, what did I just do? Oh my god. I might need another needle to get this done. Yuck. How was I so... One, like, careless little move there, guys. Created such a little cluster here. Oh my god. Alright, so here's the knot. How the heck did that even happen? It was all straight. Not a sewing pro, guys. Don't ever think that I'm good at that. Oh, Jesus. I can't even. I don't even know what moved or twisted in order to make this happen. Wow, okay, so, total cluster with my yarn, or not even my yarn, with my thread here. Like a knot right by the, right by where the needle is. A real knot too, just like... I don't even think I'm helping it, like I may have really... Alright, did we get this like loosened up a bit here? So we know what's happening? We still don't know what's happening. Alright, that came undone. This is... Alright, so we can pull this out now. Slowly, slowly. This gets to go through here. Alright. Disaster avoided, guys. That just took me a minute. Jeez. Alright. Downward look better. Eyebrows will help. Why does it have to be Easter ham? Why can't it be Easter prime rib? At least then you could be guaranteed prime rib once a year. And then you can stuff in You can stuff it, then sew the eyes on. That's what I usually do. Oh, I was going to sew it on and then stuff it just because that would be easier to sew on. But that might be a better idea to know where the eye should go. Alright, well, I will start on the beak. Mostly because that needle really frickin' irritated me. And we'll do another, go this way, and we'll do 6. 1, 1. This beginning of the song is very existential. Alright, what do we got here? Leg of lamb, it's Easter ham, goose or lamb. Yeah, one of my translators was like telling us about all the stuff she was making. I was like, my gosh, can I join you and your family for Easter? 1, 2, 3, 4. It sounded amazing. It was a spread of like, she was making like a potato dish, I think it was both goose and duck, and I was just like, oh my god. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, we're going to go single crochet in each of these. Make kind of a small workup because I'm going to fold it in half anyway to make a beak. It's going to be a really slow workup, so it's very tall, skinny one. Alright, so now we're going to go 2 and then increase 1, 2, and then increase, and then 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, and then increase, 1, 2, and increase. Alright. And then that should put us at 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright. And then we'll do single crochets. Again, 1, 2. Oh wait, no, I want to do increase. 1, 2, and increase. So 2. So that's 1. I need to do this 4 times. 1, 2, and then increase. That's 2, and then 1, 2, and then increase. That's 3, and then 1, 2, and increase. And that's 4. Alright. How big is his beak? Not terribly big. So I'll do another round of single crochets. That should be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, I didn't do center pull this time? What is wrong with me? The center pull one's just kind of hanging out here. 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Easter steaks today, yeah. 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we had basically like 2 very nice dinners yesterday, well, lunch and dinner. So we really didn't go out and do much today. Like I said, today was cleaning, very much spring cleaning feel around here. Put away the blankets that we probably won't use, did a bunch of laundry. Jingles cleaned up his workshop. Alright. And one more round of increase. Go 1, 2, and increase again. And we did this 6 times. 1, 2, and increase. One, 2, no, it's just 1, this is 2. Silly Rachel, who didn't do center pull. And this is the increase, I believe. 1, 2, and then the increase. One, 2. And increase. Simon Tech is sick. I just pulled all my blankets back out for second winter. Oh no. Poor Simon Tech. And this is the increase. And then 1, 2, and I believe this is the last increase. And guys, I'm probably gonna call it here. I just got hit with a wave of tired. That chocolate wrapper looked good. I wish it was real. Oh. Alright, so I have the beak here. Actually, I want to do another row of single crochets, so let's go. But yeah, I'm gonna call it for the evening. Like I said, just got hit with a freaking wave of tiredness. Also the realization that I do have to work in the morning, unfortunately. So I will not be finishing this tonight, because I also was gonna make actual articulated flappy wings for it. Oh, the chocolate Whopper. I did not see that. We know since it's April Fool's, we did not spend much time on the internet today, which is kind of why we ended up doing a lot of cleaning. It's like, what? Okay, no interneting, let's go clean. And someone had a silly little World of Warcraft video up, like, oh, what's your favorite World of Warcraft or Blizzard joke that they played on people? And they only had like 2 examples. I'm like, the biggest joke that they played on me was my first year in school, in grad school. They said that they were adding an archivist class to Diablo, and I lost my shit. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. And yeah, you can go ahead and link the April Fool's joke. I posted it on my archivist blog. I posted it on my gaming blog because I had both blogs. But the thing is, I found them on April 4th, and the articles weren't dated. So I found that to be a problem. Because I was posting it, like I said, on my professional archives blog, on a gaming blog, and I had to post an errata afterwards being like, alright guys, Blizzard got me. This was 100% an April Fool's joke. Yeah. But I totally lost it. That would have been 2009? 2008 or 2009. Maybe 2007. but I'm pretty sure it was 2008. No, it would have been 2008 because I wasn't playing World of Warcraft yet in 2007, or was I? No, I wasn't. I was too sick in 2007 to be playing. You forgot you didn't even log in today. Well, no, it wasn't that. It was posted on their on their website, on the Blizzard site back in 2007. Uh, yeah, totally lost my. I was over the gosh darn moon. Yeah, super super disappointed. All right, beak seems to be about the right size. Really big, biggish, but it'll be sticking out. But yeah, so this will not be finished today. I have all the little futzy details, and the wings yet to go, and the bottom half, so nah. Not today. But we made significant progress, huzzah! It's starting to look like pieces of a bird. So, here's what we got. We have the eyes that are going down a bit, plus the beak. Boop. Sleepy bird beak. There we go. So he's looking actually pretty alright for Sleepy Bird. Alright, so I'm gonna go to my outro screen. We'll find someone to raid, make suggestions. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoy all my heartache bits with the frustrations of making an amigurumi. Yes. So, who'd you guys like to go visit? Alright. Looking for a crafty person first. Oh, we are definitely. Let's go visit Mama Bear's. Oh, the peanut lady. What's she working on? But she's not crocheting. Mama Bear's is, and Mama Bear's is crocheting Deadpool. Alright, guys. Let's go head over to Mama Bear's. Give her some crochet couch lovin'. And, hopefully she enjoys our nice little raid. So check out my Twitter for when I'll be streaming next. I usually try and post there a couple hours beforehand. And I will see you around.
Oh, Hyper Zen Girl! Thanks for the raid! How was your stream? I have no defense right now. But I can defend with the cuteness. Looky cute! Zen Raid! Hello, Raiders! Welcome to the den! I know, aren't they cute? Look, I made some. I gotta click over here to see if I can show you. I made some little magnets. This one needs trimmed. And I did some of the other, this is going to be my other emote, a new mama bear.